been held accountable for any of his failures, and he uses his stardom and his connections to protect him from responsibility or actually doing any hard work. I am the greatest of all time because I am hustle. Loyalty thinks that working a job a lot of days in a row is loyalty. That's not loyalty, that's cashing a check. Says he's a WWE lifer, he's stuck here. He says he's a piece of furniture. He's right, he's a lazy boy. See, is being the person that you can always count on. And you are counting on Randy Orton to be the one to take this away from me? After 25 years of injuries, bad attitudes, and coasting his way to be over-celebrated and overpaid, you can't count on Randy Orton for anything. I am the greatest of all time because I am loyalty. Respect of which you show me none. But Randy Orton wants to beg for your respect. He has to remind you he's a third-generation superstar. Come on. Nobody knows Bob Orton Sr. The only thing Bob Orton Jr. ever accomplished in life was knocking up Randy's mom. Self the legend killer? All he does is use his mean streak and his strength to remove these names from wrestling that were barely relevant in the first place. Tomorrow, Randy Orton kills the legend of Randy Orton.
All right, guys, so there's a lot to take in there. I'm super excited. Everybody's like, oh, we've seen John Cena and Randy Orton so many times, but you know what? We've never seen it like this. I think this is the best setup for a John Cena-Randy Orton match. We've never had Cena on the heel end where he can say, he always cut great promos, but where he can say something that he couldn't say as a babyface. Okay? And he's better on the mic, obviously, than... Exactly. He's better on the mic, obviously, than Randy Orton. Okay? It's always been that way. Randy Orton's gotten better over the years with his promo skills. But to see John Cena as an aggressive heel going at Randy Orton and Randy being able to play the babyface here, I love it. It fits them both perfectly in this storyline. I'm excited to see Backlash tonight. I think a lot's going to happen. Ultimately, I'm predicting John Cena walks away with the title tonight, which I don't think too many people are surprised at, but you never know what can happen in the WWE. The other thing I want to say is this. This feels so fresh and new for this story, and this is the last time it's going to happen. Watch it, take it in. This is a special moment in wrestling history. 25 years since the first time these two clashed. And at 25 years ago, obviously they weren't at the heights or levels they are at now. I would argue 5 years ago they weren't, okay? They are in a whole different stratosphere than they've ever been before in their careers. Randy looks better than ever. He's cutting better than ever promos. Randy is the man. John Cena, now 17-time champion. Better than ever. We're seeing a heel end to him. Excuse me. That's better than the Word Life heel end to him, okay, when he was still figuring stuff out. This is awesome WWE wrestling. This is wrestling at its finest. And I love to see these two veterans clash tonight and bring it home one more time as a tip-off of the cap to the fans from John Cena. And I'm going to be honest real quick. I've never, ever been a John Cena fan, okay? But he has made me believe to support John Cena and respect all he's brought to the table over his whole entire career and what he's done for the WWE. He was carrying it through times when nobody else could, okay, on a different atmosphere. Yes, he's big with the kids. A lot of adults didn't like him. I was one of them that didn't like him. But what he did for the wrestling business to keep it alive during those times of the PG era and leaving some of the ruthless aggression era where Angle was leaving, obviously Stone Cold left, The Rock had been out, somebody had to get that brass ring like they said in the ring during that meeting, and he did that, and he might have done that better than anybody in history. Hogan had a run, but it wasn't like this. Okay? Now you're talking about a Mount Rushmore, okay, with John Cena on it. And I never thought I'd say that. And the reason I'm saying that is Hogan's had a lot of scandals outside the ring, which we're not going to get into right now. And there's been a lot of backstage stuff people have talked about. But John Cena, he leads in the most make-a-wishes of all time, okay? The type of person he is outside the ring, just for doing that, is spectacular. Not to mention when he's brought to the ring and to the locker room that he's carried for all these years. Randy Orton is under-respected. As much as he's respected, he's under-respected because he came up in the era of John Cena. Randy Orton should be on a Mount Rushmore too. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. He's one of the greatest of all time. Yes, he's had some messy things backstage that have held him back, which kind of is what Cena touched on in this promo. But what gets me excited is this. Randy Orton now is that locker room leader that The Undertaker was when he was there. Randy Orton is that veteran presence that's there week in and week out and works his butt off. I'm excited to see the future of the WWE, and I love what Cena's given back to the business right now. Make sure you watch Backlash because you won't want to miss it. This is pumped up. I'm excited to see this match. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content. And you know what? Thank you, everybody. Thank you.